He's had an £800 fine, so which I'm sure the public will crowdfund and pay for him. But if I'm honest, I said I don't want. If you're sitting at home thinking that's a victory, this is certainly not a victory, because this sets a precedent for every other court case in the country. Anyone now can be prosecuted, and the way the criminal system will work is they look to the previous one and they see that he's been convicted. He's been convicted for a joke, so that means every one of you who tells a joke or says a joke on Facebook or anything, if they want to, like they wanted to with him, they will come and get you. And also, so people understand what happened here, the video that he made, which was a comical video, it was a joke. He made very clear his intentions at the start of the video. He actually said, this is a joke. Yeah? 3 million people viewed that video. Not one person complained. Police Scotland went off their own back. They went and got a report from their hate crime officer about how offended he was. He didn't go to them, they went to him. That's what this is. So this is the police getting involved, the police searching and monitoring whilst they're not answering your burglary calls or your crime in your area. They're searching the internet for people that they can silence, and they do that so that everyone watching and everyone here realises, shush, you see what happened to Count Dankula? That's what people will say. Remember what happened to Count Dankula? And if you look at what happened to him, his life's been destroyed, his reputation's been destroyed, he's been dragged through the courts, his mother, his girlfriend have been terrified and worried, thinking he's going to prison. The man's never committed a crime in his life. And he hasn't, if you look at his history, he wasn't even right-wing, he was left-wing. I think he's an ex-communist. It's an absolute disgrace.
The Jewish population of Scotland says they were offended.
Really? Okay, so how come none of them made a complaint?
They made comment after
but none of them made what I'm saying is none of them made a complaint. So if they were that offended, 3 million people watched the video, and in fact, prominent Jewish figures, not people who work for the police. The person who gave his report about how offended he was worked for the police. Okay? Well, if you take David Baddiel, the most famous Jewish comedian there is, okay? He said that this was a joke, and everyone has the right to joke. In fact, every Jewish person I know and spoke to said it was a joke. People make jokes about things, that's it. He made it very clear this was a joke, and the police have used that. And I think the police have used the Jewish community in this instance to silence people, and they've actually tried to tarnish the Jewish community as though they can't take a joke on that. Because I see every prominent Jew I know, and every comment I saw online, even if it's distasteful humour, at worst it's distasteful humour. It certainly is not inciting religious hatred against Jews. It's certainly not anti-Semitism.
What's he done got to do with the alt-right?
I ain't got no idea. And the way are you from the media? Okay. It's free speech.
I'm for that. So I'm exercising my free speech.
Am I all right?
Aye.
What makes me all right?
Your bigotry, right? Your narrative is to pick one religion over another and demonise one over the other.
Okay.
You constantly.
Can we stop?
Can I finish my sentence? Because I'm using my free speech. You constantly quote all the bad things in the Quran, but choose to ignore all the other stupid things and all the other religious texts. You're pointing at religious texts that were wrote in a bygone era and going, look how stupid they are. But you only selectively point at one because you've got an agenda going. Everybody can see your clear agenda. Unfortunately, you're now here to appropriate this genuine cause for your own agenda.
Can I ask you something? Okay. So you said I compare one over the other.
Yeah.
How many people did Jesus murder?
I don't know, was Jesus real?
How many people did Jesus murder in history books? In the written history books?
No.
What colour was Tinkerbell's hair?
How many people did Jesus murder?
What colour was Tinkerbell's hair?
Okay, so while we're on,
He's making no sense.
So the reason why I appropriate is because Jesus murdered no one, Muhammad murdered 600 people in one day. It's relevant. People are blowing things up across the world in the name of Islam, not Jesus Christ. It's simple. But yeah, anyway, so you're in the media. You're part of the media. Have you watched the video? Have you watched the video?
Parts of the video.
Okay, so you've watched the video. Do you think personally he was inciting religious hatred?
My view is irrelevant. The sheriff says
No, I'm asking you.
My view is the question is
Why can't you
the
give your
sheriff
view?
says he broke.
I'm against him.
Why can't you give your view?
Appropriating this cause for his own agenda.
Oh no, but I'm asking you a simple
This guy's
question.
in a hex.
Surely you can answer a yes or no. You've asked me a question, I answered. So do you think after watching that video he was inciting religious hatred? Do you think?
I think his comments were offensive.
Offensive, and do you think he has a right to be offensive?
This is not about me. me. This
No,
is
come
how I
on.
think.
A simple question. Come on. Do you think he has a right to be
Freedom of speech.
under free speech, or do you not believe in free speech?
Don't draw a line, there is only free speech. You don't have
So
free speech.
do you think that people should have free speech?
Yes.
If you break the law,
Got his channel.
So you're not allowed to offend?
ask you a question about
Okay, so Johnny Boyle, we're in Scotland, sir. Johnny Boyle has said far worse things. Far worse things. Frankie Boyle. Frankie Boyle has said far worse things. So why hasn't he been prosecuted?
Well said.
Offence is taken. No,
Okay,
Gavin.
can I ask you again? Okay, say for example,
Offence is taken.
anyone preaching the Quran, those verses that incite murder, hundreds of them, they're breaking the law. So they're given a free pass because it
That's
comes under
right.
a religion. But then other people are silent. A simple question again: do you think he should be prosecuted for joking?
This is not a question of what I think.
No,
It's a
but
question of sharing
I'm asking you as a
something
personal.
about
You're a journalist. What do you think?
This is not about
Do you think it's right or wrong?
Answer the
Come
question.
on, just answer the question.
I'm going to get involved.
Shit, but you don't want involved.
How can you report on this when you haven't even watched the full video?
Can I get a picture of him?
How can you report on this when you haven't even watched the full video?
She has, but she's scared she'll lose her job. That's the truth.
Yeah.
So
Fear.
She probably doesn't think it's right, like everybody else.
Can I get a picture? Can I get a picture?
She's running off up there. Didn't like the question.
Tommy well said.
Hey, you said you
Thank
wanted
you.
to allow people to mock religion as well
I
as
know I get
criticize.
thrust with a fucking
Just
Bible.
to let you know the Bible.
Yeah. I think I think there was a case in 1968, if I'm right, yeah, called the Aussie case, where some Aussie people in a magazine made a cartoon about Jesus. I think even Jesus was being raped, maybe, yeah. It was something so offensive, and they were arrested under blasphemy laws. And when they were arrested, every politician, every rock star, every film star, everybody in our country supported their right to offend. It was such a big case. They were convicted just as he's been convicted now. And on appeal, they won on appeal because the whole of Britain was so outraged that they were not free to do that if they wanted to. The difference between 1968 and where we're at now is only two comedians really made a comment about what's happened today. Everyone else in the country, politicians, everyone else is happy for a man to be sent to prison for a joke. That's where we're at.
They're not happy, they're fearful. Shitbags.
Who's the other little fella?
That's him. Remember you want to find Kip's clips? That's him.
I can't wait to meet my love. Hello.
What do you think about the case?
Well, I think it's ridiculous for a start. I don't know what's happened because I've been stood up there for ages. But I mean, I'm
Fined
sorry.
£800.
Okay, so no prison sentence. Okay, well, that's still absolutely ridiculous. How can you actually end up with a fine and a conviction for a joke, yet people go around threatening to kill people, beating people up, and they're just walking around freely?
Really dangerous person to say, for people to say things that's contrary to completely ignore, and then they can be convicted for it. Basically, you don't get to decide the context of what you said, other people don't get to. The court decides to. That's dangerous.
Yeah, on YouTube, you distributed an image, video of you in about a minute, in about the space of a minute, teaching a pug dog to raise its paw in a Nazi salute. You said gas the Jews 23 times. What's funny about that?
The context of it is the juxtaposition of having an adorable animal react to something vulgar. That was the entire point of the joke. Have you seen the video?
Do you accept you committed a crime?
Have you seen the video?
I have.
Right, okay, so I explained the context in it, so why are you asking me again?
Well, the context is that you've been fined £800 for a crime that
No,
you committed.
we're talking about the context of the video. Don't
and
try and move on, mate.
we had in court.
Yeah, can I
that
just
you-
ask, why did
we
you-
had in court that
No.
you committed gross offence against a large community of people. 6 million Jews were killed in the Holocaust.
You just said the statement a couple of seconds ago. Why should I consider your context if you're not concerning mine?
You've broken the law. Do you regret breaking the law?
You just broke the law 2 seconds ago when you said the phrase. Remember, context matters, mate.
Guys, watch what you're doing.
Fake news.
Some of his friends are trolling the media. So, for those of us joining us, the media are chasing Van Dijken down the streets, trying to make him feel bad. How do you feel?
See that swear, remember that swear box I had? I think I'm going to...
I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm trying to pay pennies, man.
Come on. Paying all pennies.
Oh, brilliant. Lucy, I was trying to get away from you there. I didn't know that was
Sorry.
you. Sorry.
I knew it was Harvey.
I'm sorry.
So you've just committed a crime. How do you feel about that?
£800 down.
800 quid I think we'll make in about 5 minutes online.
Just one thing I made that joke about 5 times. He said just choose 9 times. So is that...
That's the end of this story. It's an £800 fine, which is still ludicrous. If that's what costs, you know. Oh, this guy
You're more thought than
pestering us.
You're more thought
Excuse me, where are you reporting from? Excuse me. I just want to know where he's from.
What news here are you from?
Sky News.
Sky
Are
News.
you interviewing me?
No, yeah, I am. So, have you
Excuse
seen the video? Have you seen the video? Oh, what's the matter? What's the matter? Come on. You're interested?
I've seen the video.
Have you, so you've seen the video. So do you think he was inciting legislation?
Sorry, who are you from?
I'm from the British public who want to ask questions. So because you obviously give your portrayal of the media. So what do you think?
We're reporting the news.
Do you think
We're reporting the
Can I
news.
ask you a question as a personal person?
Were you in court?
Do you think?
Were you in court?
Yeah, we've
what
been
was
in
said
For the
in
last 3
court?
times.
Trial.
No, I'm asking.
Were you in court today?
Do you think he was
Yeah.
inciting religious hatred? Do you think it was a joke?
I'm reporting what's said in court.
Do you think it was a joke?
I'm reporting a
Oh,
court
no, I'm
case.
not being horrible. I'm just asking you.
Yeah, I don't
Why
have
can't
a
any-
view. I don't
why
have a
can't-
view on whether it was
you
a
don't
joke
have
or
a view.
not.
That no journalist in the UK has a view because you're not allowed a view.
I don't have a view.
You're not allowed a view. You don't have a view.
It seemed like you had one outside the court when you tried to make him feel...
I was asking him questions.
Yes, I'm asking you questions. So simply,
record.
Yeah, record it. Did you watch the video? Did you?
I've seen the video.
You've seen the video. So do you think it was a joke?
I don't take a view on it.
You don't take a
I've
view.
watched the video as part of my research.
Yeah, and do you think it was a joke? Because the way you're portraying it all, and 3 million people.
Why does it matter what I think?
Because I want to know because when you
I'm here to report a court case.
I'm just wondering what sort of what sort of
I will
integrity.
report what was
I'm
said
just
in court.
wondering what sort of integrity.
I'm reporting a court
I'm
case.
just wondering what sort of integrity.
Can
Can I finish?
That's as much integrity as I need.
I'm wondering what sort of integrity you have to watch something, know it was a joke, but then come and try and grill someone outside court and give them a bit of hard time, as though it's something
Give
it's
them a
not.
hard time.
As though it's something it's not.
Is that a hard time?
Is this a hard time?
Yeah.
This isn't a hard time.
No, so because
This is
you
Tommy
won't ask a
Robinson,
question.
former leader of the EDL, asking me questions.
Yes, it is.
Outside Airdrie Sheriff Court.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. But you
That's-
won't
is
answer
that a hard
questions.
time?
And this is
a weird time.
and this is a journalist from Sky News who helps to push lies about people who won't answer one single question. What do you think?
That's your view.
Do you think it was a joke?
That's your
Do
view.
you think it was a joke? Do you think it was a joke? You know it was a joke. The sad thing is, you know it was a joke. You're a journalist, you know it was a joke, but you push an agenda which you don't even agree with yourself. Was it a joke? Do you think it was a joke? Why can't you answer that question?
Is this a tough grilling by the EDL?
Why can't? No, it's not the EDL. I left the EDL 5 years ago. But anyway, do you think it was a joke?
Is this a tough grilling by the former leader of the EDL?
Well, is that some sort of dig? Yeah, the former leader of the EDL who had to try and...
I'm asking you a question.
Okay, yes.
The same way as you're asking me a question.
Yes, I'll answer it simply in a yes. Do you think it was a joke? Do you think the video was a joke?
I was covering a court case.
Why don't you just answer the question?
I was covering a court case.
Why can't you answer the question?
News.
Why can't you answer the question?
I'm a neutral journalist.
Why can't you answer the question?
It happens in court, I report it.
Okay, I'm asking.
Why did you bring up 6
verbatim.
million Jews when you spoke to him? Why did you try and make him feel bad about the 6 million Jews?
Who are you?
She's another member of the public who's asking a
I
question.
just saw how you treated him. Sorry, it was very, very rude.
Was it rude?
Yes.
Is that
very,
a crime?
Very rude.
So simple. So what?
Is rudeness a crime?
So do you think it was a joke?
not.
Do you think it was a joke?
Tommy,
Do you think it was a joke?
I'm going to say nothing more to you.
Oh no, you're not. But your silence has answered for all the British public to know.
Well, they can make up their mind.
They have made up their mind, mate. I missed what he said. I saw him come out and start grilling him. I missed what he said.
Some of our viewers might remember.
Yes, so
He grilled him and tried to say basically, well, you've committed a crime. Do you accept that you've committed
he hasn't committed a crime.
He
No.
technically, the judge ruled that he committed a crime. So what's happening now in London is the liberalist societies and Sargon are protesting outside Parliament because they think the next thing to do is to, look into that crime and to.
No, the next thing to do is
That law.
grossly offensive.
Yeah.
Who deems what's grossly offensive? As we see, Count Dankula did not have a jury. He was not convicted by 12 members of the British public. He was convicted by a judge. He was convicted by a judge. Yeah? Which, if you go to any magistrate's court, the conviction rate I think is 90%. Because
today as well.
yeah, it was. Yeah. And it was
The same judge who found him guilty also sentenced him.
yeah, of course. Yeah. But
The Sky News reporter came over and asked him what he thought about making such an offensive joke and the fact that 6 million people died in World War II, which is. I'm sorry, that's neither here nor there. It's completely out of context.
did he mention the word offensive joke? So he knew it was a joke. So he fucking knew it was a joke. He knew it was a joke. Because the point, he has not been convicted of the fact it was a joke. He's been convicted by the judge who said he didn't believe his intention was to joke. The judge said he believed his intention was to incite hatred against Jews. Insane. Absolutely insane. So they did not accept it was a joke. But then the Sky News reporter says it was an offensive joke.
So what do you reckon is going to happen now then, Tommy?
I don't know.
It's going to carry on like this, do you reckon the government going to carry on using such a form like
So that's that.
this, silence people and...
But yeah, they are. And they're going to. I think he has to. If he wanted to challenge this again and go back to court on it as an appeal, it will cost tens of thousands of pounds. And it won't just out of his own pocket. And it won't just cost tens of thousands of pounds. This is where someone like the comedian Ricky Gervais, someone should step in and cover his legal costs to challenge this, because this isn't about Count Dankula. This is about everybody. With the legal system, it sets a precedent. And that precedent's been set now that you can't joke. So this will now be progressed. And who deems what's grossly offensive? You see that law, grossly offensive. So if I say Muhammad was a paedophile and a Muslim finds that grossly offensive, if a Muslim finds that grossly offensive, am I now going to be prosecuted for expressing a fact, for telling a fact, a truthful fact?
Well, here's a question. Me recording you saying that, put it on YouTube, like every Communications Act of...
Can I tell you a glitch about the Antifa kick-off? Thank you. Yes, I agree.
How you doing, mate? You alright?
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Hopefully I won't pass any of you the oncoming disease that I'm getting.
Are you ill?
But I think we're going for a munch with some fouls. Hurry up. I'll tell you where I am when I get there. Right. Because it's quite a busy time now.
Lucy, did you get all the banners now?
Yes, so should we just round up and then finish the live stream just for everyone?
Round up, I think one more live stream we'll have one quick word with Count Dankula when we get in. I want to ask him if he's going to challenge it. I want to know if he's going to challenge it. Because if he does challenge it, it means his wife and his partner and all his family are going to, this stress and is going to prolong for them. So he might not want to, and I wouldn't blame him for it, but I think that it's important. I think it's important that he does challenge it in the highest court in Scotland and let this play out in the public's eyes again. Let everyone see it, let everyone hear it. Because people are now watching about this and across the world. Because the people in America and other countries see it. Where are we going? Do you know? Does anyone know where there's...
Yeah. Okay, so for everyone watching, we're just going to finish up now, and then we're going to go and speak to Count Dankula in a bit.
Bring it straight in and chat to him, and then it's done then, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay.
I'll bring it up to Tommy, I think they're over there. Yeah, I see.
Where's the Weatherspoons?
I think it might be down there. I think I've just seen it down there.
Where's Weatherspoons? Where's he gone? She's done the extra one. He's gone in to see his mum. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we should just finish up then. Want to finish up? Yeah. So, that's it. I believe Count Dankula has done what first thing every man should do if they don't go to prison. He's gone to see his mum. Because she's going to have probably been around there stressing, upset, crying, scared for the last couple of years. It's outrageous what they've been put through for a joke. Yeah, that's it. And this isn't, I'd say that if you're watching this, it's nothing to celebrate about. It's nothing to celebrate about. It doesn't mean anything that he hasn't gone to prison. It's good for him, but it's not good for anyone else that the police wish to come down upon for their free speech. Because that's what this is. It's a free speech issue. If you're following these developments of what's happening recently, whether it be this joke, whether it be Lauren Southern, whether it be Tan, they've now stopped Tan from coming into our country. We'll have videos about that coming up on the channel soon, but 6th of May is going to be the big one. It's in central London. Try and make it.